Oh wow, I think that's the only way you can start this video after the session I've just had. I've been away for a while, I'll explain why in a moment, but yeah, it's 2nd of November and I've just had the session of a lifetime on the local carp pond. So stick around, you've got a good one coming with lots of fish. Anyway, I can't quite believe it. Time to get home now, have a bath, have a shower or whichever, get the kit away and relax before I gotta go back to work tomorrow. Anyway, enjoy this one guys, I know I did. Well, it's been a long time guys, and welcome back to What a Load of Carp. Been away for a little bit, away from the filming scene on YouTube, and I thought it was about time I checked in and let you guys know what I've been up to really. So the filming took a back seat and the angling took the front seat, and I just wanted to focus on and get my angling sorted out and get a bit more confident with the rigs I was using, the bait, etc., and finding a few extra little edges, because I'll be the first one to admit it, a lot of my videos on here have been blanks and they're no fun to watch, are they? So well, what are we up to? Well, in the moment, present day, I'm currently on the carp pond. I think it is, just check my phone a moment. It's the 29th of October. I'm currently going into the second night of a 3 or potentially 5 night session. We'll see how quickly I get fed up. But I just wanted to touch base, like I said, to tell you what I've been up to really. And I haven't got much film. So I'll do a bit of filming on this session, and I've also got a really good bit of film from when we had a visit to Ashbury fisheries, and I caught myself 2 30-pounders, of course one of them being a PB. I was absolutely over the moon to have those fish out, so I got a little bit of footage of the first one, which was the PB, which is great, and then I've got some snaps of both of them obviously, which I'll insert into the film and show you. Just wanted to go over some other captures we've had recently. I'm going to be looking down quite a bit because I am going to be looking at my Instagram, just to give myself a brief reminder of what's been going on in my fishing life, or say fishing world since. So we're going to go back, way back now, to the 29th of September last year, 2021. I had myself a little scamp common, not very big. I didn't even take the weight of it. Yeah, and I did lose a better one that night as well, which I was a bit gutted about, but I'll be sure to drop a picture now of that one. Now, as you can see, that was only a little one, and that was on an overnighter. Then we fast forward to February. So basically no, actually let's not go to February yet. So when we got to September last year, the decision was made to change waters, and I got myself a ticket on the Christchurch Angling Club waters, and I was fishing spinney on occasions, like 2 or 3 times, not much, just when Jamie was going down there. I've done a bit, and we've done a few nights on Ibsley Pool as well, and done a few nights on Hucklesbrook as well. So a nice little comment to start off my campaign on Hucklesbrook. Anyway, let's not keep her out too long. She's like a bar of ice. Thank you very much. Hopefully there's plenty more to come. Pucker. I've caught a couple out of Hucklesbrook, but I've been yet to catch from Ibsley Pools and Spinney, but no, don't expect to catch some Spinney, to be honest, because it's rock hard. Let's fast forward back to February time, and that takes us up to Hayward Pool fishery, which is a local fishery to us. It's a very small lake. We had a social with me, my cousin, and some friends, and my brother as well, my dad, and that was really good. I think I had, I'm going to say 4 or 5 bites that session. Nothing of any size, but it was nice for everybody to get together, and most of us caught as well, which was really good. I'll be sure obviously to drop some pictures in here as well, so you can see what I had on that session. I believe, I think going back, my cousin Steve had a nice carp out as well, so I'll have to go back and have a look at the pictures and see if I've got any. So that was a nice session as well. It's good for my dad to get out as well and enjoy some time with us, and he had some fish as well. Then we fast forward to, I'm going to say, the game changer really. That might sound a bit daft, but let's fast forward to the 4th of March. So back on the 4th of March, I've done a large order of Tailsup bait. Now, I was introduced to Tailsup bait from my brother Jamie, who met Ash at a social up at Linear, and I got on board the bandwagon and brought quite, I think it was like 25 kilo of Tailsup in matching dips and stick mix and all that, and I thought, right, that's what I'm going to use moving forward this year, and it's made a massive difference in my fishing this year. I've been doing quite well. So we go to, I think it was the 26th of April, and I broke my duck in 2022. It did take me 7 nights, not consecutive, but it did take me 7 nights to have it, and I had myself a nice common. Well, I say nice, just a nice looking common. He wasn't of much size, so that was nice. I think he was about 17 pounds, I think. Again, as I'm going through these, if I can find the pictures, I'll put them in. I'll stop and put them in. Then we move forward to April time. I'm obviously bearing in mind I'm still fishing between the Carp pond and the Christchurch Angling Club waters, so I'm just doing overnighters here between work. I've had myself another mirror. Well, so I say another. I've had my first mirror of the year, but it was the second fish in 2 nights. I can't recall what the other one was because I've not recorded it on my phone, so I do apologise. Well, I haven't got a picture of it, which leads me to believe it's probably a scamp, and that's why I didn't take a picture. But that was nice to have a mirror. Unfortunately, it did have a bit of a deformed mouth, looked like it's got tethered at some point, which is a shame. Then we fast forward onto the 13th of May, again back on the Carp pond. Another little cricketback common, a little small one. 20th of May, another common. It seems to be a recurring theme here, so that was nice. Again, another small one, about 14 pounds. So again, they're not much size, but there's a bite nevertheless, and it's all coming obviously to the bed of new bait I was using as well, which is really filling me with confidence. The other little thing I've done as well was switch to the Slip D or the multi-rig or whatever you want to call it as well, and my catch rate has been going up, which is good. Then we get to our social then at Ashbury Fisheries. That was it, the 6th of September. Didn't do a lot of fishing between May and September because unfortunately I was struggling with gout. If you don't know already, I might have mentioned it before. It was previously diagnosed as tendinitis, but now they told me I've got gout and it isn't tendinitis. So I went on my right ankle at the end of May, went on my left ankle, and then also had problems with my knee as well, went on my left knee. So I had about a week's respite and had a couple of nights here and there where I was just about able to do a bit of fishing. And like I said, that took us all the way up to September, where yeah, I had the 2 best fish I've ever caught. 2 nice commons. So I'm going to insert the footage now of my new PB. Absolutely over the moon to catch him, and there's a nice bit of banter in the video here as well. And then when that ends, I will just put some stills in of the second common I had as well. So before I go to the video, the PB was 31.14 and the name was called Brett's Common. And then the second one was £30 12 ounces, and that was called Fat Bottom Girl's Mate.
Get up!
Right, is my cat, it's
on. Yeah, it's on.
Is it
yep.
recording now?
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
Fucking get in.
You see? I'm blocking your view there. That's right. Cool. Got a mouse bit, fucking. Listen to Jim and Kev.
What a load of carp.
Right, you need that strap moving, bro.
Yeah.
What's that? Oh, sorry.
Show me.
I need to tuck that in.
Oh, hang on, let me just...
Yeah, put him down, tuck your straps in, strap on.
They left them out from last night.
And the other one, mate, other one, left hand side.
Yeah, in as well.
This fish looks like it's got tentacles.
He was hoping it had testicles.
Yeah, I have. Go on, son.
God, it's a chunk, mate, that is.
Is it alright in the camera?
Yeah, it's spot on, mate.
Try and move your back hand further towards the back pec. Yeah, because you covered its belly up.
That's it.
34, was it 34? No, sorry, 31, 4.
31.14.
Yeah, look at me, Wayne.
Lift his arse up a little bit.
He's got to go down, sorry.
That's right.
It might be easier doing the water ones.
Yeah.
Easier on your knee.
Just get a couple more.
It's actually not my knee, it's actually my ass.
Oh, is it?
Hey.
Look at me, I had a busy night.
Fucking did.
I only just arrived.
Yeah, cuddles, yeah.
I wonder what fucking was. Right, let's go again.
Right?
Is it not easy to lift your right knee up? Like this? I
Yeah.
hold big fish like that.
Yeah, because you take the weight.
You take the weight on your forehand.
Which one's fucked? Right,
My
left.
left knee. No, I can't do that.
No, can't do it.
No.
Sorry, mate.
Sorry.
He's got fucked knee.
This is fucked. It's old age, Wayne, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, isn't it?
Too much Xbox in there. Oh, yeah.
That's it. Pinch that tail.
That's it, Wayne.
Look at me, mate. Okay, let's go on.
That's
Keep going.
Nice
Got about
one.
5 seconds.
Yeah. That's 5, I've got bangers there.
What a shot that is on there.
Oh.
Yeah. Right, that do. Take him down here now.
Right, I'll sort the fish out, you make yourself wade to the water.
So when we was there, I met a nice lad called Kev, and he basically put me on to give me a few hints and tips. I asked him some questions and that, 'cause he's quite experienced angling. Sorry, he's quite an experienced angler, so I asked him some questions to help with my own angling, because he was having it off. I think he had 440s. I think he had 8 fish up to like almost 28 pounds, and he had some lower ones as well. He really smashed it up, and he was only on the peg next to me, so obviously I had to dig and dig and dig and get as much knowledge out of him as I could. And I've taken away some of that advice he's given me, added a secret ingredient into my pop-up mix as well, not into my pop-up mix, but onto my pop-ups as well. Come back down to the carp pond, and I've applied that into my own fishing. Another little edge as well, which I've done actually before I move on, is I've actually changed my hooks as well. I've moved on to JP Precision hooks, and I'm using their advanced wide gapes now. And yeah, again, I think that's definitely helped with my catch rate. So 14th of October, so we're getting close now to where we are today. I've had myself a mirror, but it was a bit of a bizarre occurrence really, to be fair, and I've never had it before. My mate Jason was with me at the time when we were fishing. I was playing the fish and it was donking around in front of me, and it was going off and coming back like you do when you're playing it. And where I had my head torch on the fish, I could see the fish perfectly fine. Tail was all perfectly there and intact. And then it shot off to my right as I was playing it in the margin. And then I saw this silhouette, that is the best way to explain it. And my first thought was, bloody hell, that's a big pike. And what I thought was a pike at the time is gone after the carp. And then all of a sudden I'm absolutely flat rodded, and I've never been flat rodded like it before. And all of a sudden like that, my rod's gone straight down, pointing straight up to the top of the lake for a couple of minutes, and all of a sudden ping like that, and it's come straight back towards me. I've reeled down, the fish is still on. That's a bit strange. But anyway, got the fish in, and it's got a massive bite out of its tail. So we now think that that was probably an otter. He's followed it in, or is it the margin, grabbed it by the tail and tried dragging it away, or potentially a mink maybe, but I'm definitely gonna, I think it was an otter. Didn't see it, but it was really strange. And there are no big pike in there. There's pike up to like 12, 15 pound at a push, but there's nothing massive which is gonna grab a pike like that, gonna grab a carp like that and drag it up the lake. That was, so I had 2 fish that night. The one which had the bite out of its tail was 21.12, and then in the morning I had another one which was 23.13, so another mirror. So that was a good session, so I was really pleased with that. Then we come on to, I believe it was last week, which was the 21st of October. Again, had another mirror. It was £18.9. Unfortunately, it was very badly parroted, all up here down. It looked like it's been tethered in the past, and managed to get away from it, but it's done some bad damage on it. I'm not sure how I got it in, to be fair. The hook was right back and nailed, to be fair, so it was a good hook hold, but poor fish. It was not a good looking fish at all. And it was that bad, I didn't even take a picture of it on the side. It was knackered because it just didn't want to see it. but I will put a picture in of the other side and you can kind of see where its mouth is a little bit deformed on the opposite side. And then that brings me to 21 hours ago. So that was the first night. Last night I've had a small common, didn't weigh it, just got it out, done a little bit of film which I'll insert now. Well, welcome back to What a Load of Carp, and this is going to kick off 3 nights on the local carp pond. You haven't seen me for a while, but we'll be sure to catch up through this episode. But first of all, let's get this capture up. He's only a babby, but they all count, don't they? Especially this time of the year. There he is, a nice little common. Still quite lively because he come in quite quickly. But there we go. There's one off the mark for the 3-night session. I took a couple of pictures, put it on the Instagram, which you can follow at What a Load of Carp 2002. And then today, the weather has been really nice weather. And now it's raining, can't seem to make up its mind. Jamie and my little nephew was over here visiting, just seeing how I was getting on, and ripped off, didn't it? So I've had another mirror. So 2 fish going into the 2nd night. Couldn't have asked for better results really. They were showing like mad last night as well. Well, what a load of carp indeed. We're on our 2nd fish, going into the 2nd night. It's only been out there about an hour. And it's gone off on a Tailsup bait flares pop-up. So it's my first one on those pop-ups, which is good, and it's a lovely mirror. We're not going to weigh it, we're just going to get it up for a little bit of film with some photos, and then we're going to slip her straight back. There we go, a lovely mirror from the carp pond. Let's not delay, let's get it straight back. Paka! Jason, who was fishing next to me last night, he's gone down to the roadside and he's also had a little mirror. Got a little bit of footage of that as well, so I'll put it in here. There we go then, Jason, a nice little mirror to start you off on the session.
Little minter, that'll do. Saves a blank.
It's a little babby, but they all count, don't they?
Especially when they look like this.
Yeah,
Pearl alert.
Definitely.
Slip her back.
And let's get some more out, shall we?
Let's go.
So, it's really turning out to be a good session so far. But yeah, so that I think is us more or less caught up. I'm very much looking forward now to going into the 2nd night. And got my clothes hanging up because I'm absolutely minging. So I was doing raking earlier, so I've had to change of clothes. Everything's all stinking. But yeah, we're going into the 2nd night optimistic, and fingers crossed we'll have a 3rd and maybe a 4th one out. Might get to the 3rd night and be able to go home perfectly satisfied with what I've had. Might not have to do the 5. I've got Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday off work, so kind of thinking at the very early stages I've got to make the most of it. There's one out there on the surface now. Oh, that's the one on the reeds which went earlier. Yeah, so I'm thinking obviously got the time off work, so I might as well try and make the most of it. But we've all been there, you know what it's like. You get on the bank, you do a couple of nights, you feel a bit minging, you want to go home and have a bath and a shower in that. So, oh, I might have to go, got liners going on here. Well, got some liners as you can hear. I'm going to end this bit of film here because I forgot what I was talking about and I've been distracted. So that's a good sign. Let's stop it and I'll be sure to check up again, hopefully when I've had another fish. If not, I'll check in at the end of the session. Anyway guys, see you later. What time is it? Do we know?
Don't know, but he strikes again. Logan strikes again.
Here we go. Is the camera all good?
Yeah, all good.
This is bite number 4, fish landed number 3. And it's the biggest one of the session so far. Unfortunately, it's been attacked by an otter, quite evidently by the tail and by the side, which we will show you in a minute. But another mirror and another carp at the pond. Oh god. How about that for a mirror carp? Absolutely brilliant. So you can see on the right here, look where its tail's been had by an otter. It's a great shame really. Let's just quickly get it around the other side.
Lift them up a little bit higher. Nothing major.
And then we're going to go from the other side now, where you will see the damage to the top of the fish, unfortunately, which we'll get some carp care on very shortly. How's that looking, Jace? Is that, you want to come
Up
up
a bit.
Yeah?
Yep, she's looking up a tiny little bit more. Yep, she's looking mint.
Look at that.
She's looking mint.
And I think it was only about half an hour ago I done that little bit of film for you to let you know where I was, and here we go. Fish number 3 on the bank. Pucker! We're going to get it weighed in just a moment, and then we'll slip her straight back.
Off she goes.
What a load of carp indeed. And fish number 4 for the session, and it's another mirror. We're not going to weigh this one, we're going to pop it straight back. And I'm hoping my cameraman's going to tell me how that's looking in the camera,
She's looking pucker.
because it's hard in the dark.
Looking pucker.
So there we go. Oh, he's very, very lively, as you can tell. Let's quickly get it around the other side, and then we'll pop her straight back.
Another one bites the dust.
Another one bites the dust indeed. What a load of carp, eh? How's that, Jace?
Looking perfect.
Perfect. All right in the camera?
Oh yeah.
Lovely jubbly. Well, hopefully there's plenty more to come. Bugger! Oh dear. Well, let's turn my head torch off from that. It's got to be close to midnight. I think my camera's a bit wonky, but we're not going to worry about that too much. I've got fish number 5 of the session. Now, this is officially my best ever session on the carp pond. We've not even got past midnight yet, so technically you could argue that I've done 1 day and 1 night. But even if you say 2 nights, well, 5 fish and 2 nights on the pond is good going. But this is an absolute banger. So I'm well happy to have this one. Not weighed it, not yet. The other one I had earlier, the bigger one, was 22.7, the bigger one. But this is a beauty. Shame Jason's going to miss out on this one because he's fast asleep. But yeah, absolute perfect scale pattern on it. What a lovely fish this is. Let's get it up for you. Absolute beautiful fish. I mean, look at that. Look at the scales on it. That's just on one side. That's beautiful. Like I said, this is fish number 5. And my favourite one so far, I think. Not the biggest, but definitely the prettiest. Let's get her on the other side in a minute. She just wants to give me a shower. And you wait until you see this side. Absolutely beautiful. Ooh. Yeah, she's just giving me a shower officially. Oh yeah, good job I've got spare clothes in there, isn't it? But you wait till you see the scales on this side. It's a beauty. Look at that. Just going to try and get it in the camera just so you can see in the light, so you can see the scale pattern on it. That is absolutely beautiful. I'm well chuffed, made up to have this one. Like I said, I will get this one weighed up in a moment. But yeah, definitely a red letter session on the carp pond for me. Pucker. Keep saying pucker, I don't know why, but I'm over the moon. This is brilliant. Anyway, let's get it weighed and let's slip her straight back. Just very quickly, if I can, I'll show you the scale pattern on this fish. Let's see if I get my... Look at that. What a beautiful scale pattern on that fish. We'll quickly move them around the other side and we can have a look as well. There you go, look. Beautiful. What a beautiful mirror carp. Anyway, let's not keep it out any longer. Let's get it back. Well, just Oh, look at my state of me. Just slipped that one back. It was 14 pounds 6 ounces. So although it wasn't the biggest fish in the world, it was definitely one of the prettier ones. So yeah, I made up to have that one. I said that's 5 fish now in the session, and there's still plenty of time left to go. Anyway, I'm buzzing. Right, time to get a brew on, and then get some sleep, I think. Hopefully, well, not hopefully, I keep getting woken up. Anyway, we'll be sure to catch in on the next bit. Well, here we are at number 6 on the pond. Like I said before, it's definitely a red letter session, and we think this might be the ghosty common. So that's a result, because I know it's a target for quite a few people, even though it's not one of the bigger ones. I'll just get it out. So when you look at him from the side, just looks like a bog standard common, but when you look at it in the water, and also you see it from the head down, and you're looking down on it, you can see it's got the pattern on top of its head, and also it's got a bit of white in its fins and its dorsal as well, and on its back and shoulders. So it's a lovely fish to come out. He fought well, and now he's going to give me a shower. Bit of a belly on him, Jace.
Yeah, he's good, and
There we go, look.
wow. Yeah, let's ghost in that video.
That was in the picture, Jace, right?
Yeah, looking golden.
Good. Now let's just quickly get it around the other side. On the head. I'll have to get a bit of that on film if I can. There you go, putting a dorsal out for us as well. What a lovely ghosty common. And like I said, it's a target for quite a few people here at the moment, so I'm pleased to have it. Just one last check, Jace, how's that looking in the camera? Is it all good?
Looking mega.
Pucker. Alright, well, let's get away, let's get her back, and hopefully there's more to come. You want to end that, if you want that back. Well, morning, it's the morning after night 3. To the start of day 4, obviously, and although I didn't have any fish, it wasn't a quiet night. All 3 rods were getting liners at some point, so I was kept up, and I'm feeling pretty knackered this morning. I haven't spoke to Jason yet this morning, so I'm unsure if he's had anything. So I'll get the brew on, and then go around and see if he had any luck. But like I said, as you could tell with the 3 nights now, I'm starting to feel it a little bit. That's absolutely knackered, to be honest. Try and wake up a little bit before I decide if I continue my session or not, maybe for another night. But I think another 2 nights is going to be beyond me. Just getting to that point where my personal hygiene needs addressing. I got baby wipes and stuff, but I'd like to go back and have a shower at least. They were showing quite a lot last night as well, well into darkness. We were sat here watching them roll it several points throughout the day as well, which was obviously, like I said, resulted in loads of liners but no fish. So I'm going to stick kettle on, like I said, have some breakfast, have a brew, and then we'll sort the rods out and see what happens. Well, as you can hear on the bivvy, and you can see, it's absolutely pelting it down with rain. And apparently we've got this now on and off for the next 2 days. So last night, third night, I think I mentioned already. If I did, I apologise, but if I didn't have anything. Just had some liners. And since I've put the rods back out today, I've not had a single bleep. It's gone very, very quiet. And I've only seen a handful of fish show, and nothing show at all since this rain's come in. The weather forecast is showing a very low air pressure for this rain, so you would think perfect conditions. So I guess time will tell. I have been home today. Managed to get one of my friends, or should I say my cousin, to come in and sit on my kit while I went home and had a shower, had a freshen up, and got some more supplies. So I'm going to be sat here for another 2 nights, and fingers crossed I can add to the 6 fish I've had out in this session. I've had a good session, as you've seen so far, and with me having another few days off work, I think it'd be absolutely crazy for me to go home now when I've been doing so well, especially with the low pressure coming in and the wind changed to a south-southwesterly. So we'll see what happens. As always, of course, I'll check in a bit later on, or as and when something happens. Oh wow, it's just gone 8:15 in the evening, and I've had bite number 7 of the session, and it's 18 pounds on the nose, and it's a lovely zip-lin mirror on both sides. So we're looking forward to getting that one up for the camera in a moment. Just waiting for Steve to turn up to do the pics, and I will be sure to show you it. Anyway, number 7. I wouldn't have thought that a couple of days ago. Well, hopefully there's more to come. Oh, the lights come on the camera now, good. Yeah. Well, this is fish number 7 of the session, night 4, and I think it's the prettiest one so far. 18 pound bang on the nose. Could be more made out of this one. She's going to beat me up a little bit. She's been in the sack.
Standard, isn't it?
Yeah, standard behaviour.
He's a pucker fish, mate. Look at
That. How was that in the camera, Steve?
a little bit higher if you can. That's perfect.
Yeah.
A little bit.
My right?
Yes, yes.
Is that nice? Head up a little bit, or to your G?
He's good. That's all good where it is, mate.
It's lovely fish, isn't it, Steve?
Yes, mate.
You see the scales that in the picture?
Yeah, up a little bit, Wayner. That's pucker, mate.
Yeah.
That's some video, yeah?
Yeah, perfect. Right, I'll just get around the other side.
Yeah.
Oh, done it for me, thanks.
Nothing like a midnight shower from a carp, eh?
No, mate.
And you got to remember, it's the end of October, man.
Yeah, 7 fish is good, isn't it, for end of October?
Mate. Well, you know, they're getting their heads down now and they want grub. Yeah, he's a banger, mate. Definitely a silt feeder. Silt feeder. Look at that.
What a lovely fish for the carp on, Steve.
That way to your right a little bit, Wayner.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Better?
Just trying to get that light right. Yeah, look at that.
Like a...
Bit of glare on it, but...
Right, let's get her back down, yeah?
Yeah. Nice, mate.
Wow. It is absolutely blowing a hoolie out there. My buzz bars are shaking like mad. The alarms are going mental. Typically they've gone quiet now I'm filming, but bivvy's shaking, high winds, raining, low pressure, perfect carpy conditions, isn't it? But madness, absolutely madness. I think it said it gusts up to like almost 50-mile-an-hour winds out there at the minute. So it's going to be a bit of a rough few hours on the pond, I think, holding on for dear life. Oh well, that's what it's all about, isn't it? You got to be in it to win it. Here goes the rods again. I'm going to have to keep my eye out on that pod, because I ain't, not even pod, sorry, the buzz bars. I'm going to have to keep my eye on the front of those, because I don't want them dipping in the water, do I? That'd be an expensive mistake. Anyway, let's see what happens. Oh, fucking hell. I told you it's blowing a hoolie out there, didn't I? Well, I've just had number 8. Okay, go over it. What a session. Number 8. I had the same fish last Thursday. But, the wind is really high. But that absolutely melted off. But yeah, we'll get him out and have a look in a bit. Well, not too long after just done that last piece, got a little bit of light now, so I thought I could show you number 8. I've had this mirror last Thursday when I was there, so it is a repeat capture. Can't remember what it was the last time, to be honest, but I'm not going to bother weighing it because, like I said, I've had it recently, so there's no point. I think it was 21 something, but I'll reconfirm that in a moment. But it's a lovely mirror carp, really nice scale pattern on it, but unfortunately it looks like it's been tethered in a previous occasion, or on a previous occasion at some point, and unfortunately it's quite badly parroted on one side, so it is a shame. But like I said, again, it is always nice to have them anyway, so right, hopefully she's going to behave herself now. Calm down, girl, calm down. Calm down, calm down, calm. There we go, that. Another mirror. Probably see there where its mouth is a bit knackered. But yeah, nice to have another one at the pond. Let's get around the other side so you can quickly see it. Just give me an absolute soaking this morning. Well, there we go, look. Repeat capture from the pond. Anyway, let's not delay. Let's get her straight back now, shall we? Hopefully there's a couple more before I've got to go home. Well, that mirror's now gone back. I made a bit of an error in my assumption of size of that recapture. I said that the last time I had it, I thought it was around about £21. Completely off the mark. I just double checked and it was £18.09. So that's what it was last time. I haven't weighed it this time. There's no need to. I've had it before and it was under a week ago, so I don't need to weigh it. It's not a PB, but it's been slipped straight back now. So hopefully there's a one or maybe 2 more to come before I got to go home. I think it's safe to say I've caught the carping conditions absolutely bang on the carp pond, because down there is number 9 of the session. Now, I'm going to say this much, alright? If you're a regular to my channel, you would seen I fished this pace a lot, okay? It ain't easy by any stretch of the imagination. Now, granted, there are a few more fish in here than there used to be, okay, since a couple of years ago, but not blowing my own trumpet, but 9 fish is bloody good going on the pond. The most I've ever done in the past over a 2-night session is 3. I've done 4 nights in the 5th day at the moment, and I've done 9. And you got to take in consideration we just moved into November. So at the end of October, early November, I've done this session. So I've done 4 nights. This is the 5th day, 9 fish. And the one I've got down there in the retainer, I think I had back in 2019. So Steve's going to come over and take some pictures of this one. It's another beautiful zip linear, like the one I had, I think it was number 7. It's not the same fish though. It's very, very similar, but this one's darker, and the pecks are slightly different on it. Rather than being squared edged, this one's round edged. So it's definitely a different fish. We were doing picture comparisons last night because we thought number 7 was the one I had a few years ago, but on closer inspection it wasn't. But I'm almost certain that this one is that one we thought number 7 was, if you're following me. So, said it a couple of times, or probably you're getting bored to death of me saying it, but what a bloody session. I never thought in my wildest dreams I was going to turn up here on Friday night, and then on Tuesday morning I would be stood here telling you I've had 9 fish. Oh my days. You've you guys are obviously my long-time subscribers. This is a nice video for you to watch because you are very used to me blanking my ass off, and it has all finally come together. What a time of the year to do it as well. Conditions are absolutely perfect. Blowing a hoolie last night, right, raining, south-southwesterly winds, 14 degrees, low pressure. Like I said, beginning of November now. Couldn't have asked for better conditions for it, and it's all gone off. It's all gone off. Here we go. Number 9 of the session. I can't quite believe that I'm saying it, but it's bloody happened. And it's the prettiest one, and yeah, it was 23.9. So the biggest of the session, and most definitely the prettiest one of the session. I had this back in 2017, so it's nice to be reacquainted with it again.
Look at that. Oh. What a banger, mate.
What a pucker fish.
Look at that in the sun, mate. You got to spin him round. Yeah. Definitely, yeah. Spin him round. He's behaving.
He wants to give me a shout.
Got to get Wayne wet, right? Yeah.
Be interesting to have a look back on my Instagram, see how much big it was before. I think it was like 21.8 last time, so it's a little bit of weight.
Definitely on the munch.
Oh.
Show me his boff wiener. That's it.
Relax.
Look at that.
Relax.
Oh, mate, it looks beautiful in that sun.
He's slippery, isn't he? Lovely jubbly. Anyway, I've got to go for number 10 now, and I
fucking right, mate.
Let's get it back down. What a load of carp. We have hit double figures on the carp pond. Get the fuck in there.
Happy days, mate.
This time it's a common. What was it, Steve?
1710.
1710.
Beauty, mate.
Very lively. Hopefully he behaves when I pick him up. Nope.
Favourite last words, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's alright, mate. No rush.
That's right.
That's another bar of gold.
Oh.
Free with you. That's better. One thing out of the way, innit?
Yeah. He did come in pretty quickly though, didn't he?
He did, yeah.
A bit lively, I expect.
Look at that.
Another comment from the pond. Come on, P8. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Lively one.
There you go.
Happy days.
Don't think it wants to be filmed, this one. But I think you get the gist of it.
Yeah, he's a banger, mate. It's another nice fish. Fair play.
Sometimes they don't mind from the other side, do they?
No.
So
Yeah, worth spinning them around, mate, and trying them.
he's a bit white. I should get some water after this one, I think.
Yeah, we'll do that before we do the picks, mate. Oh, look at that.
Like you said, sometimes they behave if you just put them around the other way.
Yeah, there's proof.
There's a leech on my hand, going to take my blood in a sec as well.
Yeah, it's Halloween, right, yeah.
Look at that, Rob. See, I do
Yeah.
catch him, Rob. See?
Yeah. Don't you just? On your terms, mate.
Yeah.
Happy days.
Oh dear. Going into night 5. And this is the weather I'm trying to contend with at the moment. Look at that. Fucking blowing a hole on the carp pond. Must be fucking mad. Jeez Louise! Oh well, you got to be in it to win it, I guess. Wow. I don't really want to go out on that just yet. Where did that come from? It was sunny half hour ago. Wowza. Tell you what, the fish are absolutely loving this weather. They are lumping out over the spot over there. They won't do it now, I'm on film. They're lumping out over my middle rod, or my right hand rod, which is in the picture. They keep rolling over the spot there. But this weather is something to behold, isn't it? Bloody hell. Wow.
Way out there, tons of ice.
Well,
Mostly ice covered still.
so going into night 5 now. 10 fish down. I'm getting cold. Got a bit of a cold coming, I think. I had to bring my parabolic heater in. Suffering a bit today. So I thought, well, I think I've deserved it. So got one of my favourite YouTube channels on, Lost Lakes. Canadian guy, goes out doing stuff, hiking and stuff, and wild camping. So check him out. But yeah, I thought I deserved a reward. So I got Nando's on the bank. So I'm going to consume that in a moment. Enjoy watching some Lost Lakes. And then hopefully have another fish on the bank before the morning. Anyway, be sure to check in as always if I do. Let's go get that in my belly. Well, I can't really see the camera because I'm being blinded by 2 lights. Trying to get you guys enough light so you can see this, but just a small little common, and it is fish number 11 of the session. So let's quickly get it up, show you, and put it back. I can't see at all in the camera there, so I'm hoping that's okay. Like I said, just a nice little common. Not going to weigh it, it's not worth it, but still a pleasure to have it nevertheless. 11 fish from the pond, get in. Well, good morning. It's 6:30 on the very final morning of my session. As you've seen just a moment ago, I did have fish number 11, and that is as far as it is gone. Still plenty of time because I'm not planning to leave here until probably around about 12 or 1 o'clock this afternoon. So there is always that chance of number 12. But since I had that one last night, there has been a couple of bleeps on the middle rod. Obviously bearing in mind I've got one rod on the right hand side out shot, which is down there. So I've had a couple of bleeps on the middle rod, which was the same rod I had number 11 on. But apart from that, it's been very, very quiet from activity on the rod's point of view, but they were showing quite regularly last night before I fell asleep. Ooh. Oh, there's going to be trouble ahead. There's that swan's come back again. The other two swans aren't going to like that. So I wouldn't be surprised if my rods get wiped out again this morning like yesterday. Anyway, so it's just gone 6:30. I'm absolutely shattered. I had a really good night's sleep, nice and warm, believe it or not, and I didn't actually need the heater in the end. Got in my bed and warmed up in no time. So there we go. Another night completed on the pond. Hopefully it remains nice and dry now until midday, and I can pack away dry kit, get myself home, have a nice bath, and go back to reality until the next time. Right, I'll be sure to check in for the final piece before I do go, of course, or hopefully if this lake wants to throw up one last one of its gems. We'll see, shall we? We'll see. Oh dear. I'm going to get a shower, I think, in a minute. Right, number 12. It's about 9:30 in the morning, and I've got myself another mirror. Wow, what an unbelievable session I've just had on the carp pond. I think what I might do is end this bit of film here, get number 12 up, show you it, and call that a day. Get myself packed up and go home. I will keep my rods up while I'm packing up, so you never know. Wow, what an absolute session on the local pond. I would never have dreamt this in a million years. Anyway, enough of me waffling on. Let's show you this little mirror. I won't weigh it, it's nothing to shout home about. There you go. Well, still very lively. Just let the bus go past. Got quite a nice little dotted scales on it. Oh, let's get them up again. So there we go. I think Jason, my friend Jason, who had that little in right at the beginning of the sessions, had this one out recently. I think he had it out maybe a week or two ago. But it's nice for me to finally have it. Well, not finally have it, but it's nice for me to have this one to add to the collection of ones I have had out the pond. And then very quickly around the other side. There you go. No. She doesn't want to come up for a picture. Nope. Oh dear. That's a good job you have these retainers or elevators, just in case they do spaz out. But yeah, nice little mirror to end the session on. Brilliant. Right, let's slip her straight back.